There's absolutely no room for me and the camera here, but I'm gonna try to do a little bit of macro. Of course, I have the cap on. Oh. This is a lot harder than it should be. Okay, right there. Don't move. Cock it. Refocus. There. That was easy. You might fall down the side of the bluff, so hold still. I'm trying to get the view of these stairs that are going up and down here. They're, I don't know, it seems like they're a little bit more nostalgic looking. If stairs can be nostalgic, it just seems like something that would look nice in film, but maybe I'm just wishful thinking. I'm not quite sure where to stand here. This cap. Focus about a third of the way in. And then I think I'll do about F9. There's my exposure. Okay. I think I'm locked and loaded here. That was 15th of a second, kind of a slow shutter speed for handheld, but you only live once. Well, after a few days of being at the park, I'm finally making my way down to the water. And I don't know if it's a good night to be doing this or not, but the wind's coming in from that direction, but the skies are clear. It's a little cold. I think there's maybe some whitecaps are starting out on Lake Pepin, but the light's about to, get a little softer, towards golden hour. So I figured this would be a good time to hit the water and then just see where the night takes me. Not as bad as I thought it would be wind-wise. We're a little protected, but you can tell waves are still coming in from that direction, but I think the wind maybe has shifted a little bit more from the west. But I'm interested in that little valley with those clouds that are just above the valley. I think my 18 to 135 should reach that okay, but I'll give it a shot. I'm just going to do this handheld. It's still bright enough. Oh, jeez. That's a wet, slippery log. I can zoom in just enough to get a pano, I think, if I don't get too wet here. I got to get around these leaves because I want to capture more of the left side. I can feel the water. Yeah, good old handheld panos. So I'm trying to get a shot of this old tree here with some of the messiness, I guess, of the shoreline and the wood that's kind of strewn about the shore here. I'm gonna probably do two, one with my Minolta and then the other with my Fuji. We'll see what happens. Really pretty light, and I actually don't have my cap on, so that's good. I think Kodak Gold is pretty forgiving on the highlights. Did I cock it? Yep. Let's see if I can get a wave here. Okay, one down. Let's try this with the digital. All right. It'll be interesting because the Fuji really wanted to overexpose the highlights where I don't have any kind of reference in the film camera, obviously. So now I'm wondering if it's going to be a little too bright, but at least I'll learn. Okay, this is a little bit of a test just for the film, and I'm focusing in on the intricate details of the root system here of this tree, and I just have the Minolta set up on my tripod here. I already have it dialed in. I just have to set the timer, and we'll let her go here. And there it went. If I did my job and focused it in correctly and exposed it correctly, we hopefully will see some interesting detail. The longer I stay out here, the better the light gets. And so I put on my long lens. I have my Fuji 150 to 600 on, and just trying to get some of that soft light that's hitting the other side, bouncing in and out of the valley. Really pretty. One more with Minolta for good luck. There we go. I don't know if you saw those ducks fly by. Of course, I have my long lens tucked away. They were a little too close to capture with the camera, but now they circled back and gave me the perfect opportunity. That's all right. You don't have to capture everything on the camera. Sometimes it's good to just be present and enjoy it. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna head up the stairs here and then continue down the lower bluff trail here for a bit, and then we'll see what happens. Some more birds flying by. Man, it makes me want to stay. Now the minute I unpack my lens, it'll get quiet again. After I had just turned off the camera, those final two birds had circled back and flew over me, and I got a look at them, and they were two juvenile eagles. And so I decided to pull out the 150 to 600 and put it on, I hung out for a bit, didn't see him for a while, but I stuck around for a little bit longer, and then I saw way off in the distance an adult eagle. Pardon the interruption. I heard some loud voices to my left, and it startled me a bit because there's just basically the side of a bluff and then water, and nobody else is around me, but there's a boat going by with a few people in it. Anyway, I saw that adult eagle coming my way and got some what I hope are some cool shots of it, so I'm glad I stuck around. I took a few other shots as well afterwards, so I'll put them up right now. Hope you enjoy. I'm still on the lower bluff trail, and I'm trying to hurry to get to that lookout point that's, I think, maybe less than a quarter of a mile, but I still have to climb up the bluff. Not literally, but it's just a lot of stairs and switchbacks. So I'm getting myself mentally prepared. I'm trying to hurry because the light is really good in the valley here in that lookout point. Should have some interesting light like the other day when I was there in the morning. So hopefully I'll make it in time. Didn't quite make it in time, but it's still really pretty. One of those times where I think it's better, just looks good in the video. I don't think I could top that with a picture. I'm happy with my morning shots. This is pretty nice though too. Well, the bad news is I missed the really good light. The good news is I got the nasty climb over with, and it is a flat, semi-straight shot to the campground. So after all the climbing I've done today and hiking, both my wife and I did, I'm at 2 miles. I'll probably be at 3 miles total. That puts me at 12 miles today of hiking. Not bad. So good. We'll get a good night's rest and hit the trails again tomorrow morning. This is future Jeremy. This video got a little long, so this was the end of part 3. If I were to put these videos end to end and run them all together, it would have been over an hour, so that got a little bit too much. So, but if you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it, and please stick around for part 4. Take care.